Okay, we're going to get serious about Run Cutthroat Flies here, and we're going to talk about, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 styles of Run Cutthroat Flies. And we're going to do one of each. And then we're going to talk, first we're going to talk about those different styles. So when Chris is ready, we'll talk about these 7 basic styles of Run Cutthroat Fly. Start with the most traditional style. These are a couple of flies. Sorry, Lou. That's a female. They're tied with chenille. They have a tail on them. They have a bucktail wing. That's a Run that's a female coachman. Wayne Doughton of Doughton Hardware in Salem, Oregon, popularized this fly. Here's a Pete's Special. Don't know the origin of this fly, but these are a couple of traditional Run cutthroat patterns. So there's one. Here is one that we're not going to talk much about, but it's a reverse hackle fly. I'll put that on a white background. The fly's tied backwards, so it's facing forward, and when you pull this in the water, it gets very erratic. That's erratic, okay?
Spins your leader nicely, does it?
It'll spin, it'll jerk and twist. You can sometimes use a bead to push that up there, but this is you can tie it with a mallard or wood duck. But the reverse hackle fly is one you won't see in Les Johnson's book, I don't think, but it's kind of a sleeper. Here is a bait fish pattern. Very simple to tie. You could tie a small clouser. Now I do these with a little red dubbing at the throat, no hackle, silver body, tiny bit of crystal flash, and different colored wing toppings. And we'll go through those in a moment. Here is another style, and this is a very traditional style. It uses a fairly slim uni yarn body, tinsel wrap, collar hackle, a wet fly hackle, and this happens to use Mirage Flashabou for a wing. You could use a white bucktail or Arctic fox wing instead. Here's another style. The difference between these two is principally that this uses a dubbed fuzzy body. That uses a yarn body, much slimmer profile. This is buggy and fuzzy. That one's slim. There are times when I think the fish will actually respond to a slimmer profile. They'll flash at this, they'll eat that one. The final style I'm going to show you is really a fun one. Let me pick out a great color combination there. This is a double hackled fly. Now I think that this is I remember a fly called a Bearpaw. It had a red tail, yellow body, and grizzly fore and aft. I've adapted that style using 2 hackles with a butt, and sometimes the same hackle fore and aft, and then a fuzzy dubbed body. These are really great flies. So oh, final. Here we go. Let's take a. Now let me show you the difference. I'll pull a few of these out here. So this fly has a white deer body wing, no tail. A lot of my flies I tie with no tail. Dubbed body, white deer body wing, and then a collar hackle. Could be schlappen, could be rooster, webby, American saddle clump. Key is it's webby and it's long enough. It'll flow in the water. The deer hair will flow. As you go from here to here to here, you have slightly bigger profiles. So if you have a day when fish, they won't pay attention to this, sometimes they'll clobber this. Other days, They will come close to clobbering the big profile fly, but they'll eat the little one. This guy, sometimes they swallow it, but sometimes they'll come up. I've actually seen them grab it by the wingtip, shake it. You never hook those fish. So there you have your basic styles. Now we're going to go in, we're going to tie one each. We're going to have a photograph of each of these flies with the post, and then we're going to show you how to tie one of each of these styles.